Welcome everyone to the Maker World channel. In today's video, we will show you a great and inspiring project from the Cabin Life YouTube channel, where an old man and his wife are building their dream wooden house together in the deep forest. They are cutting wood with their own hands, measuring it, and patiently building an extraordinary cabin. The environment is filled with only nature, green trees, the sound of the river, and a calm breeze. Each log is lifted, cut, and placed with precision and love. The wooden walls are erected one by one, each layer being firmly joined together. They are lifting large logs one by one to build the wall with precision. Each log is cut and leveled so that the joints fit tightly. They are making traditional log joints by cutting grooves into the wood, which will make the walls stronger. They are using the wood in construction only after removing the bark and cleaning the soft parts. You can tell by the skill and concentration of their hands, it's just a matter of experience. Every log cut from the forest is now giving new life to the walls of this house. The fit of each log shows how meticulously they measure. They know if the joints aren't right, the entire wall won't be durable. So every groove is cut, polished, and placed perfectly with care. Every corner is measured precisely, leaving no room for error. Now they are building the walls of the house higher, carefully lifting each log and positioning it with precision. Two people work together to lift the heavy log, one holding it down, the other fixing it on top. He is carefully measuring the logs so that each one can be placed in the correct place. These logs will support the roof of the house, so each placement is very important. Each piece of wood is being lifted because even a single mistake can hit the wall. These logs will up the roof of the house, so the size angle must be perfect. The logs are being placed in grooves cut into the wall so that they hold firmly without slipping. Experience and confidence are evident in every movement of the old man's hands. These beams for the roof are being placed in such a way that the load falls evenly on the walls. It is thanks to their skillful teamwork that the work is progressing so smoothly.
Your way.
They are checking every step of the work to make sure all the logs are level. As you can see from inside the house, the wooden beams are being placed one by one in a straight line. They are checking every step of the work to make sure all the logs are level. As you can see from inside the house, the wooden beams are being placed one by one in a straight line. You can tell just by watching him work the chainsaw. It's the love of his life. The smell of wood and the sound of sawing float in the air, a construction melody playing all around. He carefully checks the position of the wood to fit together perfectly. Before cut, he measures the wood by eye, drawing on experience. The old man is cutting down new trees with a chainsaw to collect wood suitable for construction. Each tree is cut at the right angle so that the wood does not crack and remains strong. The connection between the wood and the soil is being tightened with a drill machine. Each screw is being tightened deeply so that the wood remains stable for a long time without moving. Holes are being dug into the ground at specific distances inside the house to support the floor. The depth of each hole is kept the same so that the timbers can bear the load together. The wooden stake is being balanced by inserting it into the ground so that it can support the floor beams. The soft soil is being lifted under the wood and pushed onto the hard part so that it does not move. Each pole is carefully aligned and aligned with each other. Precision is essential at this stage. Even a small mistake can throw the floor off balance. The wood is being firmly secured to the subsoil base. Using a drill machine, this lower layer of wood will give the house stability and the proper foundation for installing the floor timbers. The walls of the house are now almost complete. Now the work of measuring the window frames has begun. An error in measurement can throw off the balance, so every inch is being carefully checked. He is digging a hole in the ground, preparing to install new wooden poles. He carefully lowers the heavy wooden ball into the hole. Each hole is placed at the correct distance, so that the structure is perfectly balanced. The soil around the hole is filled and pressed firmly to keep the pillar stable. Work has begun on digging deep holes in the ground and installing wooden posts in front of the house. The distance and depth of each hole are being measured to maintain balance. After a hard day's work, he is gathering dry wood by the river to make a fire. The new support posts of the house are now being prepared for protection, so that moisture from the soil does not penetrate the wood. The bottom of each post is being thoroughly cleaned and dried before being coated. A special protective liquid has been prepared in a bucket next to it that extends the life of the wood. The lower part of the pole is slowly and carefully dipped into the black liquid. The pole is then lifted and measured, checking how much of the protection layer has been covered. When the black coating dries, the underside of the wood becomes harder and smoother. One by one, the bottom of each pole is being given a protective coat using the same process. Once this step is complete, each pole will be ready to be placed in the hole and will last a long time. Now the work of making the foundation of the house permanent has begun. The solid mixture is being prepared. The bags in hand contain cement powder, which will be poured into the lower part of the wood. The prepared mixture is now ready to be poured into the foundation. He picks up the bucket and pours the liquid mixture into the gap under the wood. After cutting the tree to size, he prepares to bring it to the cabin and erect it. He carefully cuts the lower parts of the pole to size so that it sits properly in the ground. He can be seen pulling the piece of wood straight by hand and placing it in front of the hole. He is trying to keep the height and position of each pole the same as the previous wooden pole. He is firmly pouring cement into the hole so that the wooden poles can be more firmly and permanently installed. The wooden logs on the upper part of the cabin are being cut to the correct size so that the roof is balanced. After cutting, the ends of the logs are being precisely aligned to create the roof angles. In this step, the fitting of each log is being checked to ensure that there are no gaps or unevenness anywhere. He is making sure the angles of each log are perfectly aligned before installing the final layer of timber for the roof. After leveling the edges of the timber with a chainsaw, the roof structure is being more firmly anchored. On a winter morning, in the silence of the dense forest, the man climbs a ladder and prepares to perfectly fit the last logs of the cabin. Each log is carefully cut and installed, creating a solid foundation for the cabin roof that will last for years to come. In the silence of the deep forest, the man is cutting down trees so that the roof of his log cabin can be completed before winter. Each log is cut to exact size because the right length and thickness of logs for the roof determines the strength of the cabin. The man maintains a great balance as he handles the heavy wooden structure, his skill and patience evident in every task. The new logs lying to the side will now be used for the roof structure, for the height of the cabin. After much hard work and patience, the cabin walls are standing strong. wooden planks are being cut to the correct size, so that the window frame fits perfectly into the cabin wall. After cutting the wood with a chainsaw, the two sides are now being joined together using a drill machine. In the cool atmosphere of the dense forest, the old man is now making space for windows by cutting out the appropriate markings on the walls of his wooden cabin. He is standing up the timbers cut for the frame and fitting them together so that the entire window structure stands up nicely. He hammers nails into each corner, making the frame stronger, a look of clear satisfaction on his face. While installing the window frames, he is measuring each dimension one by one, so that the balance of the room is correct and the walls are durable. His skillful handiwork shows that this cabin is not just a shelter, but a reflection of love and hard work. He balances the window with both hands and fits it properly into the frame, making sure there are no gaps or slopes anywhere. He is fitting the window tightly with screws into the wooden frame above it, so that it won't move even in the wind or storm. The door has now been marked in the middle of the wooden wall, where the new entrance will be built. The cut sections are being cleaned and measured, so that the door frame can be placed properly and no part of the wood is uneven. He is using a screw drill machine to firmly fit the wooden parts into the door frame so that the frame is perfectly straight and stable. The wooden door is being properly installed in the door frame so that it opens and closes perfectly. The door hinges are being firmly attached with a screw drill so that it is stable and strong. On a snowy morning, he is preparing to build the roof of a wooden log cabin, cutting wood to the correct measurements and arranging the roof structure. The heavy logs are being brought in one by one towards the door, so that the base of the roof can be created. Each log is being carefully lifted high so that the wooden structure maintains the correct balance. Each wooden head is being cut evenly so that the shape of the roof is perfectly formed. The wooden beams are now being cut to size and installed to form the roof structure. Each beam is being placed straight and evenly. Each wooden board is now being cut to size and installed at the edge of the roof, maintaining perfect balance. Work continues despite the cold weather, with wooden rafters being properly installed as the roof frame. The metal sheeting of the roof is being installed in such a way that snow and rainwater can easily roll off. He is meticulously cutting away the excess wood protruding from the front of the cabin. Each joint is sealed well, so that cold air cannot enter through the gaps in the wood. After applying the sealant, spread it evenly with gloves so that it looks good and the sealing is strong. He is slowly checking every joint along the entire wall, checking for any gaps. After applying sealant to the wood, it will dry to form a hard coating. He is applying sealant between the logs on the inside of the cabin to prevent heat from escaping. A beautiful signboard with a monkey symbol is being installed on the wooden door, identifying the cabin. Then, he prepares to install a sturdy hook into the wood of the wall with a handheld drill. The metal hook is being installed right next to the window, where the hurricane will hang for light outside the cabin. Insulation inserts are being installed around the windows to prevent cold winter air or rain from entering. The carpenter is now installing new wooden strips around the window so that the window frame is more perfect and evenly completed. Each piece of wood has been carefully measured and cut to fit perfectly around the window. A large round hole has been made on one side of the roof of the house so that the smoke from the stove can escape safely. Now the two of them are installing a strong metal pipe to vent the smoke, which will be connected to the stove. The thick part of the wooden tree is being cut and leveled, which will be used as the legs of the bed. Each piece of wood is being measured and cut to a specific size so that they can all be placed evenly. Inside the house, the wooden legs are being straightened and the bed frame is being built. A plywood board is being placed on top and secured with screws, creating a solid foundation. The wood is being connected more firmly using a drill machine so that no side is loose. Finally, this little wooden cabin is complete. A peaceful haven in the middle of nature. Every log, every nail hides a story of hard work and dreams.
Friends, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your feedback is our inspiration, so let us know in the comments how you like the video.